Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope y'all are doing good today. Anchor Snake here, and today in this video I'm in the PTU 4.4 wave 1, and as you can see, at the time of the filming it was pretty buggy. It's getting better, but I have my Zeus here, and today's video is about these interstellar missions, and I discover the return of box missions, quasi version of box missions, not the exact same that we remember from old, the ones that I love, but they're back. And you can see where it says delivery, and they're only available in the PTU in Nyx. So this is the new interstellar hauling mission, and it's pretty basic. It's just pick up a load. This one was pick up a load here in Nyx, and then go to here. I'm going to go through the jump point. Then I had to go over to Microtech and pick up the remaining balance of the load and take it over to Area 18. So this is pretty cool. This was my first, when I loaded into the PTU, I made Nyx my home. So this is my first attempt at leaving Nyx to go back to Stanton. So if you're new to the game and you've never jumped through to like Pyro or anything, this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool. Now you don't have to like give it throttle. All you're doing is trying to avoid those little bridges and stuff, and try to stay in the pipeline there. So you want to try to avoid the edges. It can damage your ship, and if you really hit it hard enough, it can pull you out of there and dump you off somewhere and that you'll never be able to get back to. You'll have to do the backspace, and that's not cool. So there's enough room. Just go with the flow and you'll make it out of there. Pretty cool though. Not really sure what this is. Like a wormhole from like Star Trek or something. No idea. I'm no astrophysicist. I don't know. But this is how we travel between systems. Pretty cool. I don't know. Wouldn't it be cool if something like that really existed? Maybe it does. Who knows? Really, really cool looking though. But yeah, with the return of these box missions, man, I'm telling you, I've been griping about it for a long time, and I'm so happy. When I first started filming, I didn't even see the delivery. Didn't even see it. It wasn't until like the next day that I finally noticed it, because I was all laser focused on these hauling missions. And so here we are back in Stanton, and what messed me up though was I didn't realize that the Magnus Gateway is now the Nyx Gateway, at least in the PTU. Now I don't know if it's going to stick when the update comes out. There's the jump point, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you see, it's in the same place that Magnus would be, so it's different. No big deal. I guess I missed the memo on that, but whatever. As you know, like I said, I'm going to jump over to Microtech. I got to go to Port Tressler, and then I got to pick up the remaining balance of this load. Now the other missions after the fact, after this, you complete this one, it turns into you got to pick up the full load in Letsky and just go straight to wherever, someplace. Sometimes they took me to New Babbage, Hurston, Orison. Here we are coming into Port Tressler to pick up the remaining balance of the load. And all in all, I didn't have any trouble with any of that stuff. You know, everything worked as far as like the functionality of the mission, and have no issues with that.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I did encounter a lot of jump issues inside of Nyx. Nyx is, as far as quantum mechanics and jumping, is all boogered up. It does work, but it's very fiddly. It's in the PTU, so the system itself is barren, like they said at Citizen Con. They're going to build it in front of us. So it's kind of a mess, but it's the PTU. I'm not going to bust them up on that too much. There's no, it's in work. I'll let the other content creators do all that. I really just wanted to know about the hauling mission and how, but here I'm going to come in here to Area 18, which is actually my current home in the game, and I'm going to drop off this load and get paid, and it's all going to be well. What you'll see is I received a follow-on mission, and what I'm hoping is that when you finish a mission, they'll give you a follow-on mission, and you can go, because the follow-on mission had me picking up items here in Stanton and taking them to Pyro. And then I was hoping that when you get to Pyro, there would be a follow-on mission that would tell you to take stuff to Nix, or Nix and Stanton, that kind of thing, which is really cool, y'all. It really is. If you're a hauler, man, it makes these missions a little more interesting. Well, I'd just say a lot more interesting, because you got to go a lot of different places, and I guess you could say more dangerous. So this mission I think was like 60K or something. It wasn't a lot, but that follow-on mission was like 200K, and that's a pretty good lick, especially starting off. Wow, you're just gonna need a good ship. Here I am. I'm at Area 18. I'm gonna unload it. I'm not gonna. There's that new space AK. I'm gonna unload it. I'm not gonna show you all of the unload. I'll get a couple unloaded, and we'll cut to the end. If you're a hauler, man, this is. I don't know why I enjoy it. I just do. But here we are. I've cut to the chase. I'm gonna get the big boxes off here. It's only like, I think, 42 SEU. So you could put this on a Shiv. You could put this on easily on a Cutlass Black. So if you have something like that, C1 will work just fine. C1 would be perfect. The Zeus is perfect. A Hull A would work. Any of your small haulers. A Freelancer would be perfect. If you got a Freelancer, that would be great. A Freelancer Max, if you guys just getting started off, your Freelancer is a great starter ship. Get you going, make you some credits. Any of the ones I just mentioned, but here we are. So, I get this. I'm looking at this, and I scroll down and see what it says Hauler Interstellar, and I'm like, cool. So that thing's 208K. I'm like, wow. But you see, it had me picking up items in Shubin facilities. That's on Microtech, and that Roy Daltana is on Microtech. Now that space orbital laser thing, I'd never been to that, so I wasn't familiar with that. But the other ones, they're suspect, because a lot of times you're at the mercy of whether or not the lifts work. But since it's the PTU, I wouldn't expect that they would be broken, because nobody is actually in Stanton. They're all in Nix. So I figure, well, I'll take the mission for sure, and I'll go check it out. And but I was kind of like, I don't know about this orbital laser platform thing. I've never been to it, so I didn't know. Nevertheless, this is the PTU. I figured I'm going to take it and go exploring and go to Pyro and just have fun with it. That's the whole purpose of the PTU. You've got nothing to lose. Really, you've got nothing to lose, so why not? It's time to test. This is the follow mission. Now, the issue was, as you're about to see, I couldn't complete it, and then I got offered one more, and I didn't take it in time, and I never got offered any more for the rest of the time I was playing the game. I did multiple issues, but here we are. I'm on that platform, and I see all the NPCs running around, and you can see, I was like, well, are they going to shoot at me? Because the cargo lift was right there directly in front of me. So I step off, and sure enough, these clowns go to shooting at me. They turn hostile. So I couldn't complete it. I couldn't complete the mission. I had to abandon it, because also, not only did I get jumped by them, I got jumped by a bunch of ships. So here is the delivery mission. It's pretty straightforward. You got to go to a location, and you got to there's a wrecked ship there. In this instance, it's going to be a Caterpillar. You You got to get the package and then throw it in your ship, and then you got to take it to a location. In this particular instance, the next pyro jump point. Pretty simple. I mean, it's a box mission, more or less, but you can get jumped. So as you're about to see, I wanted to show you this. I'm in my Zeus. This is the very first one I did. You can see it's pretty glitched up. Instant problems, but I'm gonna fly right through it. I just thought I'd show you. It's just kind of neat. They'll get all this sorted out. Matter of fact, I didn't encounter this in the following times I was in my hangar. I didn't see this ever. I didn't see this anymore. But I figured I'd at least show it to you. But man, I love this. I love this update. It's going to be great. I love the way that the ATC talks to you and tells you to be safe, have a good flight, that kind of stuff. It's great. Listen.
Fly safe, okay?
It's just great, y'all. Look how beautiful this is, man. Look at all the ships. There's a Paladin and there's a 890 jump and there's ships everywhere. It's just beautiful. Little laggy, but that's okay. And I spin back around. I'm like, I wonder who's got me targeted, and it's like a whole sea. But you're gonna see a Gladius go flying by, and look at that. Isn't that cool? And I love the vibes of the music. They have a song that has like a hand pan in it, man. It's just the vibe is really, really chill. And I love that. So it's real standard fare, easy, man. We're just going to jump to a waypoint. You can see where it's pointing to. Unfortunately, that part of the map works, but when you try to leave after you've picked up the item, it's just fiddly. You have to basically jump back to Letsky and then jump to the gateways. It's just not functioning properly yet, but here we are. It's a broken caterpillar, and unfortunately their package is there, but there wasn't nothing else that you could loot. Like I couldn't loot the guns. It's that part's not working yet. Maybe when the game goes this goes to live, maybe they'll make it where you can loot the components off of the ship. But in this case, it's basically like an artist rendition. It's not like a ship that they broke into. At least it didn't appear to be. So I spin the my Zeus around. I'm going to EVA out the back. But I can tell you from all the follow-on delivery missions that I did after this one, I was getting jumped by fighters. So you want to bring a fighter like a Titan or a Shiv or something like that. Something that can fight and carry a package. That would be my recommendation. And maybe in the future we'll be able to loot components off of these. And it seemed like every one I went to, it was the same spot. So it's real basic right now. Maybe they'll put little in the future. The mission will have little points of interest all over the system to get you to explore and find new things. I'm hoping that's what it's going to be, because like they said in the Citizen, they can be building this thing around us, so we'll get to see all the new planets and stuff come into play, and it's really cool, man. A couple of the other ships I went was a Freelancer, and then there was Caterpillars, so you can go inside the ships and stuff like that. It's really cool. There's that new Space AK. You can buy that at Letsky. It's in the gun shop there, so nothing special. Really not that impressed with it. It's got a really slow rate of fire, but here we are. It's a box, just like you remembered. If you were here for box missions, you'll know that. I missed them, man. I'm so missed. Thank you so much for bringing these back, CIG. I hope you bring them back like they used to be as well. That would be epic. I really enjoyed running box missions as a new player. That's how I learned how to fly. That's when I learned how to navigate, just running box missions. And I come to enjoy it. I like the chillness of it. And then you go to these places and you go scavenging for loot crates and stuff like that. It was just a lot of fun. So hopefully they'll include those kind of items in these derelict ships that we have to go rescue or go get the the box out of. That would be so much fun. So here we are. We're at the Gateway space station, and I'm just going to take it. So what you want to do, you want to pick the thing up and you want to take it to the cargo center, which makes sense. I'm trying to figure out, you just hit F. Okay, just hit F and just take it to the cargo center. And it's like, okay. The first time I brought it here, the directions they didn't specify where to take it. You know, I was like, well, do I take it to the admin center? Because there's a Kovalex box in the admin center. I took it there and that wasn't it. The actual place I needed to take it to was the cargo center. So we're going to go down there and I'll show you that. It's just like the box missions of old. And then I had to take it to right there in Letsky, where the medical is, where the hospital is. There's a box there. It shows you just like this where to go. Man, I was so excited, y'all, because initially, like I said, I didn't notice it, but when I finally noticed it, man, I almost jumped out of my chair, man. It was like, yes, just hit F, and it does it all itself. And you hit the little arrow. See it? It took it. Boom, thumbs up. There's a box mission, y'all. And that's it. That's it. Thank you, CIG. I really appreciate you putting this back in the game. The game was just not the same without the box missions. It really wasn't. At least for me, it wasn't. It was very bland and boring when they took these away. I guess there was a lot of work that they had to figure out with server meshing and all that with 4.0 that really made it very difficult. So I'm assuming they've put some, folks with like 50-pound brains and they've figured that piece out, hopefully. But anyway, thank you for bringing those back, CIG. A lot of fun. So now we're going to go over to Orison. I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of the IAE. So when you get to Orison, you get right from the airport. There's going to be a ship you can take. It's a long ride. It's like 2 minutes or so. And it's going to take you way out here to this vision center. And I'm just looking around. There's the wolf. I guess they're supposed to have a new one coming out with just repeaters on it or something. I don't know, but I'm just checking things out. I'm not going to show you every bit of this. There was a little funny that happened to me. I want to give you a sneak peek of that. And we're going to take a look at the take a look at the wolf, because it is sitting in here. There are ships sitting here. So if you want to load up the PT, you can come here and you can look at a couple ships. And the rental kiosks are open, and at least you can look at them. So, but there was a schedule if you're not familiar with what's coming up in the days. So what are you excited for? What do you want to see? I look forward to seeing, hopefully, the Hermes, the new Apollo Hermes, the cargo version. I called that out in the in the video that I did in the Apollo. I said that the Apollo is going to be the next constellation series, and I'm thinking that's we're going to see the new Hermes, maybe the new Drake Clipper. I'm looking forward to seeing that. There's the Meteor. I was kind of looking at it. It's like, what is that? Is that something new? But they wouldn't have a new ship sitting out for you to see. Yeah, check this out. I just wanted to include this because this is pretty cool. They've added all the components to the ship, which is pretty cool. So there you go. Isn't that cool? There's a lot of drop down stuff going on. But I think that's pretty cool. It doesn't work. But there's the components, the shield generator and all that. I'm not a fan of this ship, but it's a beast. It's a beast. It's a stealthy little rascal with a lot of rounds in it. But pretty cool looking nevertheless. Not for me. I don't really care for it, but I know there's a lot of folks that like it, so each their own. That's what makes it. That's what makes the game fun. But yeah, none of those little bits and pieces work. So I wandered around the whole thing. I looked at all the ships. There's a lot of stuff in here. Even right now in the PT, you can go look at components everywhere. I was checking out all the different components, and I stumbled upon this little coffee kiosk. And check this out. Well, of course I had to stop. Watch this.
Back off, okay? Can't get enough, huh?
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all take care. I hope y'all have a great day. If the video wasn't complete garbage, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a like. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. I hope you liked it. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great day. And we'll catch you in the next one. Maybe she'll have a shirt on when it goes live. I don't know.